Ayan, hi, Vic!
Hi, good evening everyone. Sorry, I'm
It's okay.
Nag-usap ako sa ating mga bosses.
We need to wait pa, di ba?
Happy New Year's everyone. Thank you for coming out today and for spending your dinner, your evening with us. Thank you.
Okay.
Parang mo siya bigla nakating sila.
Ano ba sila tumingin?
Who's gonna ask the first question po? Okay, Mars!
Advance happy birthday.
Thank you.
Next week pa naman siya. Pero
Next week po.
buti na yung advance. Di ba sabi nila life begins at 40, which you're gonna be turning into soon. Kailan mo sa tingin nag-start ang life ni Piolo? Nung nagkaroon ka na ng Hebreo Foundation or nung lumabas si Inigo?
I want to say my life started the day I was born, but I've gone through so many phases in my life. You know, every 10 years is a milestone. Every decade has to say something about what you've become, what you've become. So I was thinking about it on my way here, Ganina. So I figured, you know, I've been in the business for quite some time now, for half my life, or even half my life, even before I broke out in the business. But I want to say that I just never stopped learning. I just never stopped living my life. You know, every year for me is a discovery. Every day for me is an opportunity to be a better person. So, siguro in general, I'd want to assess it in this way. Professionally, when I was doing my first 10 years in the business, it was all about knowing yourself, knowing your identity, knowing what you can do, what you can offer, if you can sing, if you can act, if you can dance. It's all about really establishing yourself in the industry. And then towards the next 10 years, it was all about finding your niche and becoming a brand and just really establishing yourself as an artist. So those 10 years defined me and prepared me for the next 10 years of my life, which is starting this year. So I'm entering a new phase, for my third decade in the industry, after 20 years. For me, it's all about now. I want to say, because from what I've been reading, every so often I get a chance to read articles or anything that has to do with me. I've always been perceived as shy and reserved and really safe. So now, career-wise, image-wise, I want to be able to explore more the things I've not done before, kind of stepping out of my comfort zone and think something out of the box so that I can be able to know more what I can offer my audience, because I thought I've already hit my glass ceiling as an artist. But I realized, I'm just turning 40, and as they always say, life begins at 40, and I kind of feel that. Nararamdaman ko now that I'm turning 40, there's still a lot of things that I can discover as compared to how I look at my life 3 years ago. I felt that I've done so many things, and now looking ahead, I realized ang dami ko pa pala pwedeng gawin. Ang dami ko pa pala pwedeng discover, and part of that is being able to do something I've not done before, explore more, not be too safe, not care about what people think or perceive me to be. So it's more really maturing and growing in this business, and paying it forward, giving back to the business that has embraced me these last 2 decades.
So segue tayo dun sa you wanted to explore more. Pero in specific.
Well, I've gotten into production. I've gotten into production, movie producing specifically. So I make time for meetings with my production Spring Films with Derek Joyce, Bernal, Erickson, Raimundo. So I want to be able to do films that have significance, be it socially or what have you. But I want to be able to do more roles. I want to be able to explore, especially now with the emergence of yung indie films. I want to be able to not necessarily bridge the gap, but to make people realize that the film is a film no matter how it's done, whether it's indie or mainstream. Like for me, you have to respect the film as it is, not because it's an independent film or it's mainstream. So that's where I'm getting towards. And then it may sound kind of sugarcoating, pero I want to be able to embrace my endorsements. Really, not just endorse a product just because I'm paid for it, but to really believe in what I endorse. And because nowadays it's not just being an endorser, you have to be an ambassador. So when you say you're an ambassador, you're the spokesperson of that product, that brand. So I want to be able to really know about what I'm endorsing, how else I can improve the performance of the product that I'm endorsing, and just to be an ambassador of it. And in terms of me being a talent of ABS, I want to be able to conquer new grounds with ABS as to how else they want to improve, how else they want to grow and expand in the international market. Hopefully, I get to do something different regionally, like an international film, but I'm not keen on looking into getting into Hollywood because I don't think I'm still young enough or old enough to be in it. But I've already reconciled with myself, the fact that I'm in the business. As much as I tried to stay out of it for the longest time, for so many years, I thought I was gonna retire. I thought I was gonna switch careers, but here I am. I just signed up another 2 years with ABS, and I have a new outlook. Parang feeling ko ngayon mas tangkap ko na ako naman yung mangyayari sa buhay ko, and there's no resistance anymore. So ergo, I get to be more creative. So if there are other things that I want to do, I'm sure I'm gonna be excited, and these things are gonna surprise me as I go on with my life. Now that I'm entering a new phase. Dami ko sinabi, di ba? Parang hindi ako prepared, di ba? Mahirap pala pag nagka-40 ka eh.
Hey, good luck and happy birthday.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you.
Mami Jo, you have a question.
Oh yeah.
Expected.
Hi, Papa P. Happy birthday.
Hindi naman ito magiging Mami Jo.
Kasi po, nag-video po.
Okay.
Kasi po, you're the ultimate heartthrob. And, katulad na sabi sa'yo, parang po on, you're so...
Nag-loading to
Parang kayo po, for a lot of us, you are the perfect man.
Happy
So,
birthday.
if you are, because we see you as perfect, siguro po, what are the things if you are to be, sana po, pagbigyan nyo, give us at least 5 or if not 10, the things that you're so insecure about?
I'm nowhere near perfect. I'm always a work in progress. I'm insecure about a lot of things. The reason why I got into this business was because I wanted to overcome my shyness. I was always shy to approach people until now. I don't know how to start conversation. If you put me with one person in an elevator in a room, hindi ko kakausapin ito because I just don't know how to approach. So that's an insecurity. And another insecurity of mine is I'm not very outspoken. I may seem outspoken because I have to talk. I'm I'm perceived to be really reserved, but I'm just really shy. What you see is me being a person and being an actor, being an artist, but I always keep to myself. I'm shy to open up, but if there is a one-on-one conversation, if I'm comfortable enough to be able to share my life, I don't leave nothing. Parang for me, it's a privilege to be able to talk and just share your life. So if there's anything that I'm insecure about or insecure of, I thought I was insecure about aging, but I've embraced my life. I've been so blessed, the last more than half my life, and who am I to say na parang ano pa ikaka-insecure ko? Siguro kontentado lang po ako sa buhay. So if there are anything that I'm insecure about, I don't think about it or I don't dwell in it. I use that as an advantage to be able to become a better person, to grow. So in all honesty, the only thing I could think of as my insecurity is my being shy and not being able to say things the way I want to say things. Yun lang po. Wala man lang kayo na, pasensya na.
Okay.
Hindi ako confident na tao, pero I'm just not really focusing on being insecure.
In any part of your body, wala naman po kayong insecure about?
I have a lot of battle scars. I've just gotten into calisthenics. now I'm into parang gymnastics, as they call it, but I have an injury on my right tricep. My left eye is permanently damaged because of sport. I have bruises here and there because of my sport, but I use that as a memory, that I'm very active, and I'm really I'm making sure that my whole body is functional. So I use that as much as it's a battle scar, as much as an parang inferiority, or parang it doesn't make you complete. And not that I thrive on it, but I enjoy, like when I got this bruise, I didn't take it against anyone. I didn't feel na makukulang ako ng yung appearance ko magbabago, even when I had an injury here. Parang, it's all part and parcel of your existence. So, body-wise, I'm, bukod sa nag-slow down yung metabolism ko, siguro mas mahirap na magkaroon ng flat stomach. Yun lang. Malakas kasi ako kumain. That's why I try to work out more if I can. But I wish I'd still look in my 20s. Pero yun nga, it slows down. So I'm not able to do more calisthenics because there's restrictions already with my tricep, with my arms. So the things I want to do, I can't. I can't do skydive because nag-overlap yung muscle ko sa arms. So I can twist my arms. I can't really switch it or twist all the way to the back. So those restrictions, but yeah, it makes me who I am. So I don't dwell in it, and I try to conquer and just really try to strengthen my other parts just to compensate.
Ay, thank you po. Meron naman po akong susunod kasi kinikilig kami. Picture mo pa lang, kinikilig na kami. So, kinikilig na kami. Parati na kami kinikilig. Kayo naman po ba, if you are to give us, share to us at least 5 na moments na kinikilig ka naman. And what occasions?
Gosh, ang hirap naman nun. Kinikilig ako, kinikilig ako when my son calls me Papa. Kinikilig ako whenever I, see him and nakikita ko siya nagpe-perform and he's becoming his own person. Kinikilig ako pag nakakasama ko siya, and even just to be with him, we don't have to talk. I feel complete knowing that my son is around, and no matter what he becomes in life, I always feel grateful about his existence and that he's my son. Isa pang kinikilig ako when I think about my career, for how far it's gone, and like manood ko yung sarili ko sa ganyan. Kinikilig ako because parang being the shy person that I am, and I get to see a totally different person, or wow, okay. And then whenever I see myself on a cover of a magazine, or whenever I see a commercial of mine or a movie, and I'm like, wow, nakakalimutan ko ako yun. So mga ganung moments, romantically, kinikilig ako when I'm able to be more personal, and that I don't have to think about what people say. Yes, I'm just. I get kilig when you get to spend some downtime with a special person, not thinking about what people say, or it's hard to talk in riddles. Pero when you know that you guys connect, and yun lang. Yun na lang.
Amazing.
Yun na lang.
What do you call that moment? Do you call it a zing moment? Do you call it kilig moment?
I call it connection.
Connection.
I call it connection.
Okay. From now on, connection. In Piolo Pascual's, siguro, top things, date a woman who has, kasi medyo jumping from that trending topic, what would you prefer the guys should follow? Date a woman who has, blah blah blah, date a woman who has.
Okay, I don't know how to answer that. If there's one moment I'd like to share about is when I was walking down the streets of Manila with a person that never was able to experience such a thing. And she felt na parang she's being real, she's being a true person just because people are not minding us, or people were not minding whatever she was doing with me. And it was a killing moment for me. And yung mga ganung moments where you don't have to showcase, what you got or how you can prepare, because I like doing that, being able to surprise a person. Pero to do the simplest things na kailangan nagagawa together, or even to cook for that person. I don't necessarily cook, pero if I able to cook for her, that's wow. Even for me, it makes me feel fulfilled and needed. Ganun. Thank you. Ay, ganun.
That's recipe.
Skill ako eh.
Okay, next question. John Bueno.
Hi, Papa B.
Hello.
Ganda ng tawag kasi. Ayan. Can you tell me, like, 5 women that you think is...
Grabe, di ko pa silang book. Stress to
Siguro yung pinaka-sexiest women nila
Easy, okay.
in the Philippines.
Huwag naman, mga 5 naman, sige.
Yeah, 5 lang. Tsaka, why do you think they are sexy?
Why I think they are sexy?
Yes.
In no particular order, of
Yes.
course. Ang dami.
Kahit lima lang.
Na-stress na naman ako. Top of mind would be Isadora, because she's my contemporary. She's Isa Lazado.
Mhm.
She's kept her look, kumbaga maintained. She knows how to take care of herself, and that for me is sexy. Na not necessarily nagpapabaya ka because you want to look good, because your appearance is what you're selling. So Isadora is very good when it comes to that. She knows how to project herself, and physically she has all the right curves, and she has a very beautiful face, sexy face, and very, very seductive, very sensual. That's the right word for it. I find
Kaya mo yan, PJ. Go, PJ.
I skip na naman. Kasi parang pangit, hindi ko lang paano i-explain. Kasi naman, nag-explain talaga ako. Sige, si Shaina, I find her sexy. Because, I just like them voluptuous. And when you're a woman, you'd want to project a certain look. And she's so good at how she's able to project that, then there's Nadine Lustre, who has the right proportionate body, same as Liza Soberano, just to name a few.
Okay, and one more.
Gosh.
Isa na lang.
Okay, just grabe. Mapupunin ko na to. Siguro, gosh. Si Angelica, sexy siya, kahit ano pang gawin niya. I'd like to say probably Catherine. She may be shy, but if she comes out of her shell, but that's her charm, and that makes her sexy. So eventually, of course, they'll be able to project a certain image and be confident and be comfortable, with how they look. But that makes her sexy, her shyness.
Do you feel a little off if somebody calls you like the sexiest man in the Philippines?
Of course, I feel off when people call me Papa P. Pero kailangan kong tanggapin, wala naman akong choice. Even cameramen call me Papa P. What's up, bro? What's up, Papa P? So to be called that, of course, it's a privilege. It's an honor. But kasama din yung pressure na you have to look good. You have to look your best every time. So may pressure din. Thank you.
How do you take care of yourself?
Okay, I don't have a trade secret, but I've made fitness part of my lifestyle. I sleep 6 hours minimum. The moment I wake up, I pray, I work out, I go to do whatever I have to do, and then I drink a lot of water, and I keep a positive vibe.
Do you put anything on your face, on your hair?
Kailangan, but I'm a very casual guy. As you can see, I just have to. I only follow 2 brands. Of course, I endorse Natasha for my apparel, but I don't necessarily buy a product just because it's nice. It has to be comfortable. So for me, I maintain this. Parang I have to make sure that I'm happy, that I'm peaceful, and everything else will follow. So that's my outlook in life, and I know that I am my own product. My physical appearance is my product, primarily physically. But at the same time, what I have to offer my audience, acting-wise or performance-wise. So I make sure that I train, I make sure that I work out, and make sure that I look my best and be at my best in whatever I do. And of course, that's why, I try to sleep on time. I eat a lot, but that's why I work out more, and I make sure that I find time to rest, to recover, and really drink a lot of water throughout the day.
All right, thank you so much.